Good evening, this is a regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Ridgeview Gardens, held on April 14, 2020. I call this meeting to order and declare a quorum present. Would everybody please rise and pledge allegiance to the flag of the country, and please remain standing for a moment of silence for our military.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. This meeting has been advertised in one newspaper, the Daily Record, in compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Attendance:
Councilwoman Cheatham, Councilman Glass, Councilwoman Hedgepath, Councilwoman White, Councilman Lorenzo,
Present.
Councilwoman Garcia Montez.
Present.
motion to accept the minutes, March 24, 2020.
So motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to accept correspondence.
We have to do correspondence.
Hmm?
We have to do correspondence.
Okay.
Just wanted everybody to know, I said this earlier before the meeting started, that we have 15 cases in Victory Gardens and we have 2 that passed away. And there has been some letters that went out to some of the residents here regarding their dogs, letting them run loose. We, from DOT, they are again starting to take applications. It has to be in by July 1st, and they usually do the milling, the paving. So if council has any road they want done, we're looking to do Coolidge again, because that one's breaking up. But if council knows of any other roads that you want done, let me know, so I can have Leon go out there and take a look at it. And also, just to let everybody know, the show place had another fine against them. This was from, I just got this letter the end of March, and they've had several things where they were closed originally for like 180 days, but they had to be closed 360 days. They were closed 180, and part of them being able to open after 180 days, they accepted to pay a fine of $45,000.
What was the violation then?
Well, there's several of them. There's 11 of them. Hindering investigation, employee list not available, contaminated bottles, failed to produce invoices, failure to maintain, produce true books of accounts, illegal activity, lewd activity, lewd activity, illegal activity, lewd activity with audience participation, and lewd activity again.
And that's still in business.
That's it for correspondence.
Motion, excuse me, motion to accept correspondence.
So motion to accept correspondence at hand?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vouchers. Did everybody get a chance to take a look at the voucher list? Any questions on any line items? Yes, sir.
I got one question, the voucher 4/14/2020. That's passed out in 2008. What is that all about? It's $500.
Where are you at? Which number?
4/14/2020?
414. For 500?
Yes.
That's, starting our payments to Nishabakia for the auditor.
For the 2008 information?
That's 2019. It says 2019, finance 2019.
Oh, finance 2019, but it was specifically for something.
For the auditors to come in and start going over the books for when they do the audit.
I thought I read on the voucher itself, there was 2008.
Which one?
Can you take a look at it, on it?
Which one?
14, number 14.
414?
April 14, what number one?
The number is 14,
Oh,
so it would be 414.
It's a page on the back. Where's the second page?
That should have been stamped up there.
okay, April 14.
They say this is, it's a fast hour in 2008? What does that mean?
Well, it shouldn't be no 2008, but on here it says
Unless they
2019.
unless they put it wrong over there, so.
Yeah, she might have put it wrong on there.
This might be. Trace off. It's $500. What's the number?
See, yeah, it's
the other
14.
one said-
That's 15.
I know, but the other one's on the bottom, was
16.
14.
You're right, she does have 2008.
Right,
You don't
that's
think?
incorrect, don't
I'm just changing it right now, 2019.
you? Okay, yeah, that's throw me off, you know?
Okay.
That's it for me.
If there's no other questions on any other line items, I'd like a motion to pay the bills.
So motion to pay our bills?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hedgepath,
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montes.
Yes.
No reports, no committee reports. Okay. New business, financial disclosure statements due by April the 30th.
Just want to remind everybody, did you do yours? Because Councilman Lorenzo's having a hard time getting on, but we tried it tonight and he's gonna try again when he goes home.
Right.
Transfer resolution.
Yeah, this is not a transfer resolution. When Joe first told me about it, he said we're doing a transfer. It's a temporary budget. What he has to do, because everything going on, you just have to make sure you have enough money to run the town. So that's what this is for. It's a 2020 temporary budget. And everybody has a copy of it.
Okay, sewer.
If we give you the, you need to get a motion on the budget.
Motion on.
On the budget, on the resolution. Right there.
Okay, made a motion on the temporary budget.
So motion for a temporary budget? Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Cheetah, I'm sorry, Councilwoman Hedgepath.
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montes.
Yes.
And then we have going through the sewer rates.
And sewer ordinance, amending rates.
Right, everybody has a copy of that, and the annual sewer service rate will be $238, which is going up $48 for the year.
It's $48 per household.
Yes.
Right.
Because it went from 190, right, to 238.
Yes.
And this hasn't been done, it hasn't been ready
Since
for how long?
1997.
And when is this gonna take effect?
It'll probably take effect this year.
Do we receive a letter from the, sewer? That he's gonna be raised up, or we do it ourselves?
Well, you're doing it.
We're the one raising
We-
it.
Yeah.
So we getting
And
ahead of the
then-
game, or what's,
I'm sorry?
are we getting ahead of the game over here?
No, we have to do the ordinance in order to raise the rates.
But we haven't had no increase from the,
Since 1997.
we're raising it ourselves because it hasn't been raised since 1997. And, just, would you say that?
Rockaway Valley, their fees have gone up because of the litigation with Jersey City, and all the other towns are responsible for paying it. And so we've already extended our 140,000 that we had in there. That's why we have to raise it, so when the bills come in, we'll have enough money to pay it.
And we raised $900 for business?
No.
Yeah,
The business?
that's the annual rate for them. So their rate was normally $760. So theirs is going up to $900.
I would say we should wait for everybody to be here, so.
Well, who knows when everybody's gonna be here?
It's a $40 increase for a household.
$43, $44 for housing. I get 44 for me. For each unit, so that's $88.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a two-family house.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget, like Debbie was saying, is that the sewer, the company themselves, we have to pay the legal fees of what had been going on when we had our attorneys, just like all the other towns had their attorneys, going over to RSA.
And Jersey City
Yes.
isn't paying all their money that they're supposed to pay because they're contesting this.
Right.
So if we don't have the money in our budget to pay it, then, you know, what are we gonna do? Joe is here, if you want more of an explanation, I can go get him and tell him to come in.
No, the explanation is clear. I mean, it's a lot more money. My question is, I mean, should we decide, well, just 3 person over here to do that? That's the only thing
I
that.
think we had talked about it during the budget.
We sure did, yeah, and we really don't have a choice.
Because I didn't like to raise the sewer rate, but they said we had to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing we could do since
That's right.
1997.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So we-
Okay, I'd like a motion on the ordinance amending the sewer rate schedule for the borough of Victory Gardens.
So motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hitchcock?
Yes.
Councilman Lorenzo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garcia Montes?
Yes.
And also, it's not on the agenda, but we're gonna cancel the Board of Health meeting for next week, only because nobody can get here. You know, like Peter or Jamie, they're not around to do anything, they're on varying work schedules over there, and Peter is so wrapped up in everything that's going
I
on.
can't send someone else because we're in an epidemic
That's it.
here.
They're the only two. Even their nurses aren't working over there.
Well, they're gonna send us some.
Yeah, Peter said he
They're
would
gonna
send us something, so
some
I could give
literature,
it, you know, let council know.
Did we get any supply for them, by any chance?
Just supply what?
We haven't got
Do we get any
nothing.
masks or?
Nothing.
No, they have nothing.
They have
Did you
nothing.
call?
Got
You
nothing
called
from
on him?
them.
Mhm.
I called and it took a long time to get in touch with him, but, I finally did. But, he said he was sending paperwork over to Debbie, but she never received it that day. And then the next day Debbie was trying to get in touch with him. So I feel as though they need to be, we're contracted with them, they need to do their job here too. So, no masks, we don't have nothing. I didn't even talk to him about that, cause I didn't know. So,
I don't even know where they would get masks from.
I don't think any towns do.
I don't think so either, because then
no
the
one's
whole,
giving out no masks.
no, because all of the masks are going to the
ERs.
professionals or the emergency workers, yeah. Yeah.
But we need to be, well, I guess we pretty much know everything by what's going on TV with the governor.
Well, those guys, they let us know little bits and pieces on exactly what's going on, but you're right. That's up to date is what's on TV.
And what I had said tonight was from me talking to Peter, you know, about the 2 deaths and the cases.
Mhm. Mhm.
So the Board of Health meeting is canceled.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So motion to open our meeting to the public?
All in favor?
Aye.
Jim, 15 Franklin Road.
Mhm.
Real quick, I'm gonna go through these because I wanna talk about RVRSA and sewer rates. Storm drains that are being done on Franklin, when are they gonna get done?
Everybody, Jim, is on a work as you're working schedule.
I know.
Nobody's doing anything.
I know construction has stopped as of Friday, but
Mhm.
it doesn't apply to certain projects.
Right.
And
But
this, I believe, is not.
Randolph was supposed to get back to us. They had a meeting with
Yeah, you
Leon.
hired somebody to do the
No.
repairs.
We did not hire anybody.
Oh, the trees, you were having the trees done,
Yes.
that's right. When are the trees being done?
Well, he finally called me back today. They haven't really been in the office, but he said they are starting back to work and
Yeah, 'cause they're working.
they should be into us next week.
Okay. Alright, okay. Why is there markout being done over on Franklin, do you know? There was markouts done for water, gas.
Well, that's probably part of the project that Randolph is doing.
Usually they
Doing
do
all
that
of
right
Franklin.
before it begins.
Well, I think they were going to, but again, everybody's on part-time hours and
That's right.
half the town people aren't even going in.
Okay. What's the status of the show places license? Are they closed now for a year or what?
No, they're up and running, but not now because
Right,
everything's
okay.
going
So
on.
they can open once the state of emergency is
Yes.
lifted?
Mhm.
Okay, alright.
I did
know you-
notice today that, they had a couple vans over there taking stuff out of the music side.
Recording studio, yeah,
Mhm.
because he's got it up for sale.
Mhm.
He wants too much money though. Now, RVRSA, well, let's talk about the sewer rates. How did you come out?
You want me to have Joe come in because Joe was
Let me
gonna
get
be the
Joe.
one.
Let me get Joe. You
What?
talk.
Stop the clock.
Huh?
We'll let you go. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
Jim,
That's
what
why
else
we
do you
waited
have
for the
besides that? We could talk about what else.
Yeah, what else, yeah.
Yeah, do you have anything else besides the Rockaway Valley stuff?
Well, I just want to know about Anderson and Densler, he's got Home Sunshine Escrow. Who is that?
That's the, new home sooner or later at the end of Adams Avenue.
Oh, because there was no planning board stuff that was done. Right?
No, I think whatever happened with them happened a while ago and,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Leon's been going out.
So that's
doing
what they're
he's
calling
had.
that project, Home
Yes.
Sunshine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wasn't that the dead end part of that?
Yes,
A piece of land that they split.
They're building a house
Sold.
there?
Yeah.
eventually. Half the time they don't pay attention to anything.
I went down and joined Lorenzo.
Jim has some questions on the.
Sure.
On the, what do you call it here, the ordinance for the sewer, how did you come up with the rate? I mean, because the council hasn't discussed it.
It has, it's been discussed in this room.
No, I mean,
The
nobody's talked numbers.
The particulars of those, no, that's true. How I came up with the number was I drafted a list of the expenses that could potentially be charged to the
Joe,
borough.
can you talk into the mic, please turn that over to you?
Sure. I would refer the council to the document that was in your packets about the potential cost if we ran the sewer utility as a separate entity, okay? What I took a look at was the potential cost that the borough incurs from running the sewer as part of the current fund here in town. I included the salaries of all the people who were charged with the maintenance and upkeep of that sewer utility. I took a look at the potential capital costs because we are liable for any repairs that need to be made to those mains that would come out of our capital. I took a look at the potential for the litigation because Mr. Fontus has told us to reserve funds for potential litigation over the course of time. I took a look at our engineering services, our insurance cost, our benefit cost, and most importantly, the assessment from the RVRSA. And when I came up with an outline for those potential costs, I took a look at what our fees would need to be for us to cover those costs within reason. for the next 3 to 5 years. And I'm hoping that this increase will help get us there. So that we're not revisiting changing the sewer rate on an annual basis.
Because based on the number they're talking about now, it's about like almost 22% increase. It's not just 40 some odd dollars a year, it's 20.
I think you have to look
Look at
at,
percentage for
you know what, the percentages, because your sewer rates are so low, I gotta be honest with you, you gotta set the percentages aside and look at the numbers.
Yeah, but I'm talking about increase, when you talk
Oh,
about
yeah, I
increase.
am too, I'm talking about $4 a month, Jim.
But I know, but when you tell an owner, you know, hey, it's gonna be a 20% increase, he's gonna pass it on to his tenants.
Yes, he is.
And it's not gonna be 20%, it's gonna be 50 or,
Well-
you know.
We got the actual assessment in this year for the RVRSA, and the RVRSA assessment went up 18% from last year to this year. 18.
Okay, because I see on the bill list, it's 35,908.
Mhm.
Is that a quarterly payment?
That is the first quarter because we gave them a partial payment for January using the old rate. So there's a catch up for the month of January. On this bill's list, we're giving them the $1,700 difference from January's estimated bill to the actual, plus the month of February and the month of March. So the first quarter bill would be closer to, add another $9,000 to what's on the bills list, $9,600 to what's on the bills list, and that's your quarter. The annual assessment for the RVRSA went up 18% to $137,000 a year, and that's just from last year to this year. Your short bill, yes, is going up 22%, but it hasn't been touched since 1997.
Okay. This breakdown, Debbie has it? Well, you said all the councils got it,
The
right?
breakdown of the potential short
Well, you
question.
did, yeah.
Yep.
So I can do an open request to get that from you, Debbie? Okay, because we can't see what you guys are talking about, that's why I'm saying, how did you
Can I
come up
have a
with that
breakdown of
number?
that, Debbie? too?
That's all I have.
Can you give me a copy?
What, I'm sorry, I was saying.
No, I was telling Debbie to give me a copy of the breakdown.
I put it in everybody's packet.
That's okay.
You should just-
Yeah.
I have to brought mine in for mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Joe.
Not at all.
Thanks, Joe.
Was that what, was that all you? was that
Yeah.
what it was?
That's it.
Thanks.
I make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
So motion to close our meeting to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
And
I'll be in my office if you need anything else.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I'd like a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So motion to adjourn our meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, council. Okay, you did. Kelly Cruz said aye.